All right, today I'm going to talk to you about a few factors when you're looking to buy a property that can be major pitfalls that you want to seriously consider avoiding or have a contingency plan to handle. Now, some of these are going to be very obvious, but you'd be amazed how many people buy properties and don't think about this and then run into problems later. First one, railroad tracks. Now, reality is there's tons of houses around that are by railroad tracks. The reality is houses that are built by railroad tracks, they sell. People live in them. They work. Here's the problem. You have a choo-choo train that goes by, and just the fear of the noise that train's gonna make or it blowing its horn in the middle of the day or middle of the night for that matter, big turn off to a lot of people. So that is something you generally want to avoid. But if you do a deal near railroad tracks, be super, super conservative on your numbers and then some, because you're probably going to have to sell it way less than you're thinking you're going to have to sell it for. It's just the nature of it. Second one, power lines. Now, you don't see those down, you see them, you look up. Here's the reality. People don't like cell towers. They don't like power towers. They're just not visually attractive. So do people live near them? Yes, but they command less value as a result. And that's not including the debates online that argue about, hey, if you live near a power tower, does it impact your health? I don't know the answer to that question. But what I do know is people pay less for those properties because it is a visual eyesore. So that's something to be aware of. Another one, very common in busier areas, not as common in less busy areas, and that's roads that have a double yellow line. Okay, double yellow line implies more traffic. Is that always the case? No, but it's something to be aware of. As you get more rural, it has less and less of an impact because by default, there's a lot less traffic. But once you get into suburban areas and urban areas, yeah, it's huge impact on the value of that property. How much? I mean, it could easily be 15, 20, 25%. Yes, it can be that much. So it's a significant impact. And by the way, those percentages can apply to the previous two things. A couple more I want to give you. Stream buffers. Stream buffers, now you don't see stream buffers. They're not marked in the ground or anything like that. But here's how you know you may have a stream buffer. If you see water and you're looking to build something, you usually can't do it within 75 feet of water. This is dictated by the EPA. It's dictated by state laws. Can you get exceptions? Yes, to a certain degree. It's usually very difficult to do. Every municipality is different. Bottom line, if you see water, assume that you can't touch the land within 75 feet of that water. Bring your tape measure if you got to measure. Good idea. Get the 35 foot instead of the 25 foot, by the way. Take you less time. Now, the last one I want to give you is the one you don't see, and that is utilities in the ground. Yes, you can see an absolutely beautiful piece of property, and people will buy these properties and they buy them without a survey, and then they go to do something and oops, I can't do it because there is a water main there, or there is a sewer line or storm sewer lines, and now you have a major problem because not only is there a line there, it's going right down the middle of the lot. This is what you call a huge, huge problem. And when you're dealing with smaller lots in particular, that problem only gets amplified because you have less room to work. This is why when you're buying a property, you get a survey. It does not matter if there is a house there prior, because if there is a house there prior, it was probably built before the rules were in place. And now if you get rid of that house and there is a storm sewer line as an example, because we've dealt with one, then all of a sudden you can't put a house back in the same place, even though there was one before and it may have been there for 50, 60, 80 years for all you know. So rules change over time. Bottom line, if you're going to do any kind of significant construction, get a survey. And even if you're going to do minor construction, get a survey because it can save you a lot of headaches significantly if you're dealing with bigger projects. So these are just some quick pitfalls that I see happen all the time where people inadvertently buy stuff to realize, oops, I can't do what I want to do. And we'll make sure you don't have that happen to you. Hope you found this helpful. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks.